I was hoping you'd stop by.
Seize the day. I miss my wife every second of every day, though I feel some seconds more sharply than I do others. Loyal listener. Oh, Ashura, what are you going to tell me now?
You take care now.
Hey, Auni, what's the reason for your visit?
This is gonna be such a great day.
Hey, Zo, I, could kinda use your help. There was a real cool dragonfly behind the inn, and I was chasing it when I tripped over this book. The bug got away, but then I didn't know what to do with the book. It's not from the library. I even skimmed the beginning. It was really boring, but I still couldn't find a name inside. So I brought it to you, the most responsible adult I know. Me. Well, why don't you read this book, figure out who it belongs to, and give it back to its owner? Thanks.
I got even more fun planned.
Was that the title of the book, Sins of a Father? Logbook 14. To do. Order new linens to replace the ones that were eaten by choppers last week. Prep tonight's dinner service. Lots of carrots to chop this time. Wash and lay out the new linen. Send second half of payment to be due for next week's tomatoes. Write the letter. After writing that letter to Nuroo, Sins of the Father. Oh. Cheney suggested I keep writing, perhaps even keep a diary. I guess this old logbook would do. As of late, the inn's doing well. What with the new humans appearing? One even likes Reth's lettuce soup. Or he maybe just likes Reth. But it still reminds me of when Sabine and I met after the Umbraan War. She was helping me with the nightmares, guilt. She said, that's what causes them, and that's something that'll never go away. Maybe that's why they're back now. Sounds like Ashura's.
Everything going well?
Good to see you again. Sir, I found your logbook. Oh, so that's where that thing went. Pesky choppers running off with everything nowadays. I guess you read it then? Yeah, it's alright. I'm not mad. You were doing a good thing trying to find the book's owner. But now I feel I should explain those last few pages where I wrote about the Umbraan War. It was a war where... Actually, no. It'll be easier this way. Do you have a specific question about the war, Zo? You don't have to say anything. Now, you know I love to tell you. You're my friend, and I want to tell you. But there are some things I don't know if I'm ready to talk about. Tell you what. It'll be easier on me if you have more background information first. Why don't you talk to some of the other folks first? Or head to the library and talk to Caleri. Some historian must have written a book by now.
You take care now.
Okay, let's do that. Oh, so I talked to everybody, and because their responses was only a reflection of their personality and the fact that Ashura didn't say much to them, I'm just going to leave them till the end of this entire quest line for you to enjoy. Anywho, here's Caleri.
Good to see you.
Very few people come to this library to chat. This is how I prefer it. Do you have books on the Umbraan War? Really? You spoke to Ashura about that? I suppose Polyan history counts as a worthwhile reason for knowledge. Very well, we should have a relevant tome towards the back of the library. You may find it a little biased, but it's the only one we have, unfortunately.
Feel free to return if you'd like to chat again.
Okay, I wonder where that book is. No? To the back. Back? It might be here. This one? Where is this book? I think because I was bugged, it didn't appear, but it's here. A Fight with No Victor, a treatise on the Umbraan War. The Polyan Republic aims to forge positive relationships with other nations, but few events in recent memory rival the tragedy of the Umbraan War. The underground civilization of Umbra is globally renowned for its flowstones, so the Republic sought to lease a number of mines. However, the Umbraan Queen refused the Republic's diplomatic gesture. Not to be deterred, the Polyan Republic sent a high-ranking prince to make amends. Then he disappeared without a trace. War broke out. The Polyan Republic sent troops into the depths of Umbra, but their overwhelming numbers were matched by the Umbraan's tunneled landscape and explosive weaponry. The military was locked in a stalemate, so a Republic general took it upon himself to end the fight by sending assassins after the Umbraan Queen. No one knows exactly what happened during the mission. The Queen survived while the young Crown Princess did not. Oh. With the heir gone, the Umbraan government collapsed into disarray. Appalled by their role in the death of a child, the Palian Republic chose to halt its advance and restore the Umbraan Queen. The history of the Umbraan War is replete with tragedy, but it serves as an important reminder that keeps both kingdoms at peace to this day. Interesting. I wonder what Ashura has to say about the turn of
Glad
events.
you're not too busy to stop by.
Hope you're enjoying life in the valley. I learned more about the Umbraan War over 30 years, and the war still haunts me. I almost didn't want to say it, Zo, but I was the assassin sent by the Republic. Me. The tunnels, they're dark. We got separated, picked off one by one. My teammates, some of them died on that mission. I was alone. I couldn't see, but I could hear. And I thought I heard her, the Umbraan Queen. I thought, this is it. One blow and all this fighting will be over. I attacked. My blade landed, but I was wrong. It wasn't the Queen. I killed her daughter. I killed a child. But it ended the war. Later on, I had a son, and well, that's why I never wanted Nuroo to join the military to make the same mistakes I did. You can't change the past. That's true, but I'm still not sure how to continue into the future. These feelings, they're hard to describe. Oh my. I'm trying to gather my thoughts, but I'm going to keep reading. You know, I didn't think it helped, but telling you, I don't feel better about what I did, but carrying that weight's gotten a lot lighter. Thanks, though. Hey, can't believe I'm spilling it all to you, and I never told Sabine or Nuroo. It hurt too much just imagining how they'd react, especially Nuroo. He is not dead. He can still forgive you. You've got a fair point. You always surprise me by looking at the brighter side of life. But you're right, Zo. I wish I could take back the awful things I did, but maybe talking about him is the only way to keep them from happening again. I think I should tell Sabine first. Will you help me prepare some incense for her? I think I'd make her favorite 3-course dinner too. Then maybe I'll finally be ready to talk to Nuroo.
Don't forget to visit.
That's heavy. Alright, Ashura. Hey, Ashura.
Everything going well?
How goes it? I've prepared the offering. Ah, this is perfect. You know, since we had that little chat, my nightmares have gotten easier. I still wake up sweating, but it's like she's there again. I think she knows I've got something to tell her, but she's been waiting for me to say it this whole time. She's always had a knack for these things, and I know once I said it, she'd want me to tell Nuroo too. Thank you, Zo, for helping me face the past. I'll let you know how it goes.
I'll save you a seat by the hearth.
Oh, Ashura. Here, Zo. I did it, and it was all thanks to you. I brought the offering to Sabine's grave, and it was almost like she was still there, laughing over dinner. She loved pies after all, and the dumplings too, because they're just very small pies. Having told you first, it was a lot easier to tell her. I think I'm almost ready to send the letter to Nuroo, but I could use a little moral support. You think you could drop by the inn when you have time? Thanks, Ashura. It seems that once you've read the letter and you walk into Ashura's room, he's right there, and yeah, have at it.
Take a load off.
So I went to Sabine's grave, and we had a nice talk. It's funny, though. Even though she's gone, I know exactly what she'd say. She would have told me that everyone has regrets, and learning to live with them is how we grow. Same thing she'd say when I had nightmares. She was always pretty perceptive. Thinking of her gave me the strength to write my letter to Nuroo. This one, has everything. To be honest, I'm a little nervous to send it. It's okay to be nervous. I suppose we can't help how we feel. I shouldn't let that stop me. Yes, Nuroo will understand, and if anything, Lily will be better off knowing who her grandfather is. Both good and bad parts. I didn't just walk away without getting you something, though. Sabine taught me how to whittle. Give my hand something to do on nights I couldn't sleep. I am sleeping better now, but I still wanted to make this for you. Thanks, though, for reminding me that no matter what's in the past, there's still the future to look forward to.
See you tomorrow.
Such a beautiful... Did I just get kicked out? Let's see what he says to say
Glad
now.
you're not too busy to stop by.
Here I was thinking you'd be too busy setting up to say hello. Nuroo asked me the other day if I might marry again. I hadn't really thought about it, but I'm thinking maybe one day. The humans coming to the village have given me new life and new purpose. One of these days I might be able to find it in me to move on. I think Sabine would want me to find happiness again.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Having a good day so far?
How kind of you to pay me a visit. Can you tell me about the Umbraan War? Indeed, I was a young man and volunteered as medic. Even then, I learned how fighting could touch even the most remote communities. Those on the front lines must have seen even worse. It would not surprise me if Ashura was still marked by some of those memories.
The dragon blesses us with gifts each day.
You should know by now you're always welcome here.
Can I get you anything? A glass of warm milk, perhaps? Can you tell me about the Umbraan War? Now, dearie, it's not good manners to dig up what might be bad memories. Oh my, okay.
So glad you settled here.
What about Badru?
Well, if it isn't my best
Welcome
buddy.
to the Daya family farm. We have been missing you. Can you tell me about the Umbraan War? Ain't got much to say. I was just a kid during the war, and even then, all the grown-ups were like, leave well enough alone? Oh, okay.
Have a great day.
The burden of rule weighs heavy today.
It's nice of you to stop by. Do you know anything about the Umbraan War? Of course I do. I witnessed the event from my seat in the capital, a seat right next to a queen, mind you. I was such a promising young woman then. Oh, those were the days. Every afternoon in court was filled with intrigue. I mean, do you know the queen prefers her oysters raw?
I need to go fill out a noise complaint.
I'd write you a poem.
Do you know talking to me this much is going to give you a bad reputation, right? Can you tell me about the Umbraan War? I'm not that old, and it's not like Ashura tells me more than when the groceries are going to be delivered. Oh,
You
well.
always make me feel less terrible.
Ooh, Sifu.
Always good to see a friendly face.
Glad you're here. I could really use a break. Can you tell me about the Umbraan War? Sorry, kiddo. I ain't no history buff. You know, if I'd been there, I totally would have cracked some heads.
Go get him out there.
Hot Daddy Hodari.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Zo, can you tell me about the Umbraan War? Was pretty young then, so I didn't care much. But I remember the family in mine churning out tons of ore for weapons. Business ain't been so good since.
I'll be thinking about you.
I have always got time for a friend.
Oh dear, now where did my sandwich go? Can you tell me about the Umbraan War? Oh, the very idea of violence makes my hat spin. I was just a boy at the time. My dear grandmother let me spend time at her estate to calm my anxious nerves. It must have worked very well. I barely remember a thing. Effective? Effective disassociation from reality, I guess.
If I hurry up, I can go catch some bugs.
Don't tell anyone, but you're like one of the cooler grown-ups around here. Can you tell me about the Umbraan War? Wait, isn't that how Ashura became a war hero? He won't tell me anything about it. I'm so mad.
Take me on your next adventure.
I was hoping you'd stop by.
Always nice to see you around the inn. My son's got a life in the capital, and I wouldn't want to disrupt that. Though it would be nice if he were to visit once in a while.
You gave me some things to think on. Have a moment.
Here I was thinking you'd be too busy setting up to say hello. I have to admit, night always unsettles me a bit. How do you feel about the dark? I actually like the dark. Really? I'm glad you can find beauty in the unknown.
See you tomorrow. Everything going well?
Hope you're enjoying life in the valley. You can tell some of the furniture around here is starting to show its age. My wife used to take care of that kind of stuff. I guess I've been having a hard time finding the heart to do it since she passed.
I'll save you a seat by the hearth.
Hey, friend. There are things about my experience in the war I haven't told anyone. When I first share those horrors, I want it to be with Sabine. When I see her on the other side of the veil. You know, I come out here every day but never catch anything. Maybe I should try some of Bolinar's Fisherman's Brew to give me a little boost.
Good to see you again.
If you need any help, all you have to do is ask. One of my favorite parts of running an inn are hearing customers' wild tales. The boisterous and boasting make up a good number of our bar patrons. What are you proudest of yourself for? Well, viewers, you know my answer. Also, Ashura wanted an acorn? Thanks, I'll get these planted to help regenerate the forest. You always have to give back what you get, after all.
Great chatting with you. I'll always make time for you.
Good to see you again. You've been living in the village a while now. What do you think? This place is home. Glad to hear you feel that way. This place, it feels special. Everyone here goes out of their way to make others feel respected. Not everywhere is like that, you know.
Take it easy, friend. I'll always make time for you.
Here I was thinking you'd be too busy setting up to say hello. Some of the new humans told me they're having trouble fitting in. Do you find it easy to make friends? Yeah? You'll have to teach me your skills. I have trouble dropping my guard around new people. I just overthink the whole thing and I wind up with a foot in my mouth. Oh, me too. Not literally, of course. Yeah, sure.
Save you a seat by the hearth. Can I trouble you for a moment?
If you need any help, all you have to do is ask. How would you like to be remembered? As a friend. I should hope for the same. Being a friend can be hard, but it is always worthwhile. I should write an old friend later today.
You take care now.